Okay, from here we will do. Okay, now let's talk about, we finished about squamous part. Now we will do orbital plates. Orbital plates, from the front view you can see that these are the orbital plates. Let's see inside view of the orbital plates. This is an intracranial view of the orbital plate. Now when you see casually, the cranial cavity is divided into 3 depressions. Okay, 3 separations. These are called as cranial fossa. This is called as anterior cranial fossa, middle cranial fossa and posterior cranial fossa. Anterior cranial fossa is made up of 2 orbits, okay, 2 orbital regions, and in between there is nose, okay, nasal cavity. So there is roof of orbits and roof of nasal cavity. Roof of orbits are formed by 2 bones. Here we can't clearly see, but there is a, you can see that here wherever I am drawing, this is the margin, okay, this is the suture present between this bone and this bone, okay. There are 2 bones forming the roof of the orbit. This entire region, you can see that this is the orbital roof formed by the orbital plate of frontal bone. Now this small part is called as lesser wing of the sphenoid. Where is the sphenoid? This is the sphenoid. This is the body of the sphenoid. It has got lesser wing. When we say lesser wing, there should be greater wing. You can see that this is the greater wing of the sphenoid. Okay, we will see sphenoid separately, but right now just understand this is the greater wing, this is the lesser wing. So roof of the orbit is formed by 2 bones, that is orbital plate of the frontal bone and lesser wing of the sphenoid. Now in between, let's see, orbital plate is related to what? Medially we have roof of the nose. This roof of the nose is formed by a porous bone. If you see clearly, there is pores. There are pores here where olfactory nerves are passing from the nasal cavity directly into the cranial cavity, into the brain. So here we see this part is called as cribriform plate of the ethmoid. Cribriform means porous. So we will see that this is the cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone, which we will do separately. So ethmoid bone and frontal bone. Frontal bone ka part orbital plate. On the surface you can see rough elevations. This is all because of presence of frontal lobe of the brain. Frontal part of the brain, where part which is lying on this is called as orbital surface. So we have orbital surface of frontal lobe of the brain sitting on this roof of the orbit.